Hi, good afternoon. I'm Jenny Long.
And I'm Celie Clark.
And we are
Jenallee.
Are you looking for a life-changing free tool to keep your kids on task?
Find out more on this episode of The Jenallee Show.
Jenallee Show. Try everything. The Jenallee Show. Try everything.
Okay, so we're just going to take a few minutes today to share one of our favorite takeaways. Actually, we heard about this website at TCEA recently, back in February, so long ago. So this is called Classroom Screen, and it's just classroomscreen.com, and it is free, so that's pretty awesome. So we're gonna just share this with you. Oh, we have the screen up.
It's up.
Oh,
yeah, it's ready to go.
So the screen is there. You can see it. So this is okay. So I'm gonna walk you through some of the buttons to show you what it does. You're gonna want to check this out when we're done. It's pretty awesome. All right, the first button on the left is language. So you can pick from all of these languages, and I saw on Twitter today that she added a few more languages. So this was actually created by a lady in the Netherlands, and there were a few more languages added today. So that's pretty awesome. So you can pick any language or just have a discussion about flags in different countries. So that would have been nice during the Olympics when we were talking about
that would
countries.
happen.
The next one is your background. So this is pretty neat. So this is just a great tool to have up in the morning. So if I was using this, I would go ahead and kind of set some of these things up prior to class. You can pick any of these backgrounds. So if you are studying a certain theme or something in you're studying something with rocks, or Jacob told me about is it praying mantis? That's the long skinny thing that
looks like a
changes camouflages.
No. I don't know.
Well, that thing, he said that they studied that. So you can put a picture of that up. He said it was 3 crayon links long.
Oh.
So
Wow.
you could you can upload your own.
Here.
So you can upload pictures, and you can even go live, which is kind of neat. So you can go live and it shows your video there to the class.
So this would be a great tool for like bell work if you follow the first days of school and you want to make sure you always have your welcome bell work there when kids come in. This would be a great way to make sure you start with that, and you can even have it themed like she said. So that's kind of cool.
And it doesn't save, so that's one thing you need to keep in mind. So if you have if you're an elementary teacher and you just have one class, it works great. But if you teach multiple classes, you probably want to open up a different window and kind of set it up for each class that you're going to have. All right, the next one after background is the random name picker. So you can type in names. If you have them in a Word document or in a list already, you can just copy those in there. But if you're just typing them from scratch, you can actually save it. So the little floppy disk that nobody knows what that is anymore is in the top left-hand corner, and you can actually click that and save your list. So you can just click choose, and it will randomly select a name. Also up there next to the face is a little dice. So you can roll 1 die, 2, or 3. So you can have dice rolling and names depending on if you had tables numbered and you were trying to do something or do some math problems.
And this is where you upload. I know you mentioned it, but this little spot here is where you can.
So you could upload your Word document or your list if you had that. Notice down there by the random name picker, it has a +1 next to it. So that means I can add another one of these tools. So I have 2 up on the screen at the same time. So I can have 1 being names and 1 being the dice rolling if I wanted to. And it makes a little kind of neat little
a fun noise.
Sound like we're in Vegas. Okay, so the next one is the sound level. So the first time you click on the sound level, it's going to ask you to enable your microphone. So go ahead and click start. And then it's going to give you this bar with the, kind of listening to the sound. So you want to keep your sensitivity down so that it's not super, super sensitive. And depending on where your laptop is in the classroom is also going to pick up the sound. So you could say, okay, class, today we're going to keep the level at, at a level 4 or level 5 if we're doing group work, or we're going to keep it at a level 2. So the sensitivity you kind of have to play with because it is pretty sensitive. But you can adjust that bar to the range that you want to keep it at. So that's kind of fun. The next one is your QR code. It makes a QR code generator. So this is awesome because we get asked all the time, what's our favorite QR code website or how to generate QR codes. And if you've not worked with QR codes, don't be afraid. It's so easy.
And now iPhones have made it even more easy because you just have to use your camera feature. You don't even have to have an app that reads a QR code. So it's pretty amazing.
So one of our English teachers texted me last night actually, and she was just watching the Jenallee show for fun.
We know that's what everyone does.
And she was like, oh my gosh, I could put up a QR code and have it linked to our student notebooks, our OneNote notebook. So she has created a class OneNote notebook, and the students, they could just use their device and she could have the code up there and just scan right to the link. So quick access to anything, especially for your little younger students that are having trouble typing in a website. You can just pop that website in, and then the code will change instantly based on the URL. And then you can even snip that or save that code and pop it into a document or something to send home to parents or whatever. So just quick access to make a QR code. The next couple drawing features.
Let me clear some of these
and
out.
you can add two because it had a little +1, so you could have added another QR code there. The next one is drawing. So this first drawing one gives you a full screen drawing board. So on this one you can pick your pen width, so you can draw and write the Jenallee show there. You can pick your color. So the little plus in the top left hand corner changes your width, so you can make it thicker, and that does your pen brush width. And then at the bottom on the left hand corner you can pull in some grid paper, some line paper, so you can do some different things there if you're studying graphing and such, or writing. You can also pull in another drawing one. This makes a smaller drawing pad. This one, same thing. You don't have the full features that you did with the graph paper and line paper. You can also upload something to it. You see the upload there in the bottom corner. So you could upload a document onto there, or a test question or whatever, and then you could annotate over it. So those are your drawing features.
Awesome. It also has a text feature as well, so you could type something in. You could have information or directions already ready on the board for the students when they walk in, and you can have multiple, I think up to 2 notepads for that. And if you guys were noticing earlier, the plus and minus button make it smaller or larger on the screen as well. We also have work symbols, which I think these are awesome. So there's silence, whisper, ask a neighbor, or work together. And when you click it, it makes it large on the screen. So teaching your students what each of these symbols mean can help you in your classroom as well.
And you can
have multiple ones. Yeah, you can say it, Jenny.
awesome.
Yeah, you can have multiple ones going at the same time. So that's pretty cool.
So we're going to work together. Well, I can't really work together silently.
Oh, I did
but
2 whispers, didn't I?
We could,
we can ask a neighbor and whisper,
whisper.
yeah, or work together and whisper at the same time. So those are pretty awesome. There's also a traffic light, and we get the question a lot, does this measure sound? But no, the sound level feature does that. This is just green, yellow, or red. So if you're working on a project, you might help them stay on task and say green. You can work, you can talk, you can
roam around the room.
Yeah, you can use technology right now. This is green. Yellow could be, we're about to stop. You've got a few minutes left. Red is, okay, we're done. Everyone put everything away.
And I saw an example once where they had that next to the typing document. So you could kind of pair them together where you could write your text and then kind of have that next to what each of the lights means.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, so you could type in here and
like
say,
no technology today.
Right, whatever
we
it
don't
is.
like those
That's
days,
a great idea. Yeah. There's also a timer and stopwatch. So this is a stopwatch feature. You can click start and it will count for you. Or you can click here and you can also start a time. If I can, there we go. Press the plus button and it will count down for you as well. And it looks like you can have multiple of those going. Then there's also a clock, so you can also keep up with the time and the date up here as well, because many of us write that on the board every day. You don't have to do it anymore. Just click here and it will do it for you.
I think you can click on the calendar too up
You
there
can.
and get a little
Yes.
hold the calendar down.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You can't change the day. I tried that, but it will let you at least
Go
have
back
it up.
in time.
I know. I wanted to go forward because I was like, ooh, I'll prepare for tomorrow, but
Yeah.
it won't let you do that. So I do know that. But like Jenny said, a couple tips. It won't save, so make sure that you each morning are ready and quickly set it up. It doesn't take any time though to set it up. And then, like she said, her teacher friend that uses it has multiple windows for each period in the middle school. So
there's one other thing that's one of my favorite things in the bottom right hand corner is the exit poll. So the little green and yellow, if you click that, it actually kind of opens up a new tab. But this is going to be, you can type whatever text you want there. So this is a great exit ticket option here. What's one takeaway, or how did you feel? So it's going to be a feeling. How do you feel about today's lesson, or do you like what we talked about? So then you can click the students could, depending on what kind of devices you had, or you could have a station set up where they go in and click their result or click their feeling, and then you can see the results. So that's awesome. Good exit ticket there. I want to go back to this one. What was this guy here? Is that new? No. Okay, that just pulls your tools down. So if you've got your screen already set up the way you want it, you can just pull the tools down.
And it looks like this probably goes full screen.
Yeah.
Where you lose all of your bars together. So.
Awesome.
All right.
I like it.
Well, if you guys want help using this in your classroom, contact us. We'd love to come over and help you guys out.
Yeah. Have a great day. Thanks.
Bye.